With sugar and spice and a roll of the dice, you're listening to The Dice Girls. Maybe you guys sit there for another hour or so, and then you kind of hear some hoofs sounds, and you hear a voice say, "What's the meaning of this? Who are you? What are you doing? Where's my daughter?"
She's at a concert. She asked us to watch the stall.
You say that, and are the two of you also maybe still sitting on the floor?
Yes, still sitting on the floor. Probably still working on the crystal.
Yep. Yes, definitely still working on the crystal. You look up and you see an older, like middle-aged male satyr. He also has brown hair, and he's standing with his arms crossed, and he's like impatiently tapping one of his hoofs on the ground. And he says, "She went to that concert after her mother and I told her not to? Who are you? Who even are you? Some of her little friends? Who are you?"
No, we just met her, and then like 5 minutes later, she was gone.
That is exactly what happened, isn't it? We knew her for 5 whole minutes.
Yeah. We did buy some of your crystals first, though, if that helps. Probably not.
Did you buy enough to offset the cost of this one? That's what?
We're working on it. We're fixing it.
This one's fixed. This one's fixed.
We were trying to pack up your shop for you. Things took a turn.
Yes, 2 hours, she said. Only 2 hours. And it has definitely been longer than that. And I pull out my pocket watch. Oh, my. And she just disappeared. And she did promise us payment. She did promise us payment. And this crystal was broken. We have fixed it. So... Yep, I'm doing this. Okay. So and this crystal was broken. So I do feel that we also should have compensation for our additional time and for our skills.
Skills? I would like you to roll me. My initial is deception.
That's fair.
Yeah, in choosing between persuasion and deception, I'm going to say deception is the maybe bigger factor here.
Yeah. Okay. Check my modifiers here. Nothing. That's an 18.
Oh my gosh, you scared me so bad.
I was like, there's no way. There's no way.
I know. I was waiting for a fourth one.
Alana's mad. She just she wants to go to bed. I don't know. She wanted to catch this concert.
Right.
What's the name of this bard that's playing?
His name is Ritz Figgins.
Ritz Figgins. Amazing. If you didn't have a name, I was gonna suggest like Tyler Swift or something.
Oh my gosh.
Because she made such a big deal.
That is brilliant. I love that so much. I'm kind of sad he had a name already.
You can cut it. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, right? No, but I might hang on to that name for later use. Yoink.
It would be
okay.
It would be hilarious to hear it come up.
Yes. I'm also going to, at the same time, I just realized I should, it should be like a contest because he has, he's going to roll insight. That's only a 16 and he has no modifier.
Ooh,
So
yes!
you nailed it. So his arms are still crossed and he's still kind of tapping his foot as you talk. And he says, That girl has given me more gray hairs than I can even... Fine. How much did she promise you?
For watching the stall. Am I going to keep lying?
This poor man has a sick wife and a daughter who won't help out.
You're right. Oh, I'm awful. Okay. I think she was just irritated when this guy came up, and so she wanted the extra compensation, but she's not going to keep lying. So for watching the stall for 2 hours, 10 gold.
His eyes get kind of big. Well, now I think I understand why you accepted the job from someone you've known for 5 minutes. That makes sense. Yeah.
Yes, you see our predicament.
Listen, just don't enable my daughter this way again and we'll be all right, okay?
Well, so I felt like I knew what I was going to say, and then I didn't, actually.
He also, sorry, I will add, he is also headed towards the register to, like, get out your 10 gold.
Awesome.
Like,
okay.
he is reluctantly and, like, you know. Fine. And, like, he does give you the 10 gold, though. And this big crystal, there's still, like, I'm gonna say it's not completely finished being put back together. What happened? What, you said it was broken? Who broke it?
I actually, interesting about this crystal, I was curious if it has any magical properties.
This one doesn't, no, it's just a big old honking crystal.
What color is this crystal, by the way?
It is blue. It's a blue crystal, which would make it like a sapphire. Okay. I just realized I have no idea if sapphires grow in crystal formations, but in this world they absolutely do.
And in this,
I didn't even.
And they're breakable in this world.
And they're breakable. Yes, they're fragile.
Very fragile.
Well, yeah. You know, if it hits the right point on the floor, man.
Yeah, that's fair. It's so large. I was interested in purchasing. What was the price on this one?
This one right here is 1,500 gold pieces, ma'am.
1,500. Okay, I will have to pass. However, I am interested in your work. These are beautiful crystals that you Daphne told us that you and your wife mine these.
Yes, we sure do. We go mining a couple times a year, collect as many crystals as we can, and then bring them back to sell throughout the rest of the year.
I have a very a keen interest in crystals. Could you tell me where it is that you mine these crystals?
He kind of like puffs a little, like he puffs his chest out just slightly, not like, and he says, well, to be honest, that's a bit of a family secret. We can't have everybody running around grabbing these crystals or they wouldn't be worth any money, you see?
Okay, you know what? That's fair. As a fellow business owner, I do understand your situation, your perspective. You have beautiful work here. We ran right up because it just caught our eye immediately. And well, I guess that's how we ended up in this situation. So, but not to worry. This we've pretty much fixed it.
Yeah, just give us like 10, 15 more minutes and it'll be good to go.
You know what? I love that so much. He kind of like, he nods, he unpuffs, he nods, and he says, well, as long as you think you can get it fixed up for me, that's fine, thank you. Thank you very much for the compliments about our stall. Rita will be so happy to hear that. I'll definitely pass that along to the missus. And, Well, I don't believe I said I do appreciate you watching our stall and not just running off with all the crystals and the money.
Yes, it was a little tempting. But I just don't have enough pockets.
He pops up a little bit again.
I think she's kind of joking. She's just, but like not.
Yeah.
Doesn't translate well. I'm sorry, I didn't get your name.
I'm Ted. Nice to meet you. And he
Ted, it's very nice to meet you. And she stands up so that she can shake his hand vigorously. It's very nice to meet you. Like I said, I'm just a fan of your work, and so it's a pleasure to meet. It's a pleasure to meet another artisan. I would like the opportunity to meet your wife as well, if she gets to feeling better while we're still here in town.
Well, I should reckon if you came back in a few days' time, Rita should be back to her, hopefully back to feeling her good self again, and I'm sure she'd be real happy to chat with you. To be honest, she's the more social of us too, so she'll be happy to see you. She'll be happy to hear from you. I'm gonna let you two finish fixing up this mysteriously broken crystal, and I'm gonna pack up the rest of my stuff, and maybe we'll finish at the same time.
Perfect. Excellent.
And he kind of leaves you to it. You are able to fix the rest of the crystal in the last 15 minutes. I'm not gonna make you roll for that one. We're giving that one.
I tried so hard to dodge the question.
I know.
That was rough.
I think Ted noticed as well.
He definitely noticed.
I think so. Yeah, I'm gonna say that, you guys finish about the same time that Ted finishes getting the last of the stuff. You notice that he has kind of like, I'd say it's just a little cart. He is a cart, basically, almost like a wheelbarrow, an open-ended wheelbarrow, that he's kind of just hauling stuff. And, you guys finish about the same time, and he says, well, thank you again for helping me close down and for watching the shop, and, that Daphne. I don't know what I'm gonna do with that girl.
But... teenagers. Don't be too hard on her, although... This was kind of a big deal, wasn't it?
I'd say, leaving your parents' entire means
livelihood.
I'd say this one's a pretty big one. Oh yeah, she's in trouble.
Well, it's been a pleasure. I do hope our paths cross again soon.
Well, thank you. I guess thank you. Thank you, and we'll see you around, I suppose. And by this point,
peace out.
Yeah. By this point, the rest of the vendors have also closed up shop. Probably a little while ago. You guys had a chase fix some extra.
Yeah.
You're there a little past closing time.
Yeah.
And so, is there anything else you'd like to do tonight?
Well, there's no other stalls open, so that takes away some of our options.
Yeah. I'm thinking about this concert. If we could go over there. I'm sure it's over, and we'd. But I don't know. Ashley wants to do it.
Fair, totally fair.
I want to do it, but I don't think that Alana would see much benefit in it, other than if she had heard any of the songs, maybe she could learn more about the dragon. But that was kind of all she really would have been going off of. So
that's fair, totally fair. Yeah.
So I'll look at Kaida, I guess, and what should we do next?
What do?
I know it's late.
Yeah.
I understand if you'd like to retire. This town is so exciting.
It is. I think it'll probably be more exciting when things are open, though. So,
yes.
and we do have, I'm pretty sure we do have work tomorrow, right? They,
You do?
they invited us back for another day.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
You do have work in the morning.
That's true. You're right.
So maybe we should
You're right. We should,
get some sleep.
I suppose.
Okay, that sounds like the two of you are going to then part ways for the evening and get some good rest. Out of curiosity, and it's not like story important at this moment, where are you guys staying in town? There are a couple inns, I will say, if you want to go the inn route, or like, do you know somebody in town, or, I mean, yeah, how are you, what's your setup?
I think Kaida's staying at an inn.
Nice.
She seems like an inn girly.
Yeah. Fair.
In girly.
I love it.
Ilana also probably would be, yeah, she probably shopped around and found the cheapest one.
Nice.
But she has enough gold in her pocket right now that I think she would splurge. Splurge on a room.
Absolutely. All right. So we are going to fast forward to your next day at work. Do we want to just say, like, you guys are in the tavern, like you've arrived there? Is that a fair, or is there any business you want to take care of or any scenes to play out beforehand?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so.
You both arrive at the tavern. Raz is there, and he is walking around, and he's carrying, like, a little bowl that has, like, carrots in it, and he's just, like, munching on some carrots as he comes in. And, like, through his bites of carrots, he says, good morning to both of you. Welcome back. I hope you had a good first day yesterday again. Thanks for helping out yesterday. I'm glad to see both of you made it back today. Did you do anything fun last night?
We got strong-armed into washing a stall for someone. So we spent a couple hours doing that.
Work after work. All right.
Yep.
The pay was quite good. Oh, by the way, for that stall, for watching that stall, we earned 10 gold pieces, and that was only 3 hours. Are you sure that our wages are fair here?
10 gold for 3 hours. His eyes are huge when you say that. That's woo, you know, man, if I could afford to pay you guys that much, you better believe I would. My goodness, 10 gold for 3 hours is pretty that's pretty well, maybe I need to switch businesses.
You know, it was a very situational situation.
Yeah, that makes sense. That tracks.
And I do understand maybe 10 gold a piece is a bit steep. But I couldn't help but overhear that well, my new good friend Kaida here.
My new good friend.
Is my new best friend Kaida here. Wasn't being paid the same full 4 gold pieces that I was. I do feel that at the very least we should have equal compensation.
Raz kind of like he gets he cocks his head a little bit and he looks at you like, huh, you know, I gotta say I do want to facilitate a good team atmosphere here, and we certainly don't want Kaida to feel unfairly compensated. We value your work, Kaida. I mean, you've only been here a day, but goodness knows I need the help.
That's right.
And, you know what? I would like to apologize, Kaida, for the discrepancy. And effective immediately. Yeah, I'm gonna bump your pay up for you. You're gonna be getting 4 gold pieces a day, the same as your good friend here, as Alana. Elena.
Alana.
I'm so sorry, Alana. I'm so sorry. The mind is a-going when you get older, you know.
I understand. That must be where the discrepancy came from.
Absolutely, he says. And he looks a little embarrassed.
I think I just accidentally insulted this guy.
And he's like the whole time munching on carrots.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate that very much, Raz. That is very kind of you.
You know, I admire you bringing it to my attention. I don't think it's always easy to speak up to a boss, especially on your second day of work, and I gotta admire your pluck, Alana. So, and Kaida, man, you guys make a good team together. Well, alright, so now that that's taken care of, are you ready for another good day here at the Cog and Grog?
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
Wonderful. Well, speaking of getting, paid for only a couple hours of work, I think you two might be in a little bit of luck today. I need to close the tavern for the day, because I have to make an unexpected trip out of town, but I do still want to pay you for the day you showed up here. And you did a great job with the rats yesterday. This morning I heard, like a barrel of meat or a barrel of something fall over in the basement earlier. And I'm wondering if there might be a few of those rats left that maybe, hid from you or you didn't get. And I was just wondering, could you just clean up the basement, the meat in the basement, and take care of those last couple rats? And it shouldn't take you too long, but you'll still get paid a full day's wages for it today.
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
Yes, excellent.
I really appreciate you ladies and your help. So, like I said, I'm getting ready to head out of town. You won't be able to get in touch with me for the day, but I'll be back by this evening, and tomorrow we'll be open again, just as normal.
Okie dokie.
Sounds wonderful.
Yeah.
We'll lock up after we're done.
All right, thank you, wonderful, fantastic. And he does show you where the keys are before he leaves. Do y'all have any questions?
Thank you for that detail.
Yes. Important. Do y'all have any questions before I hit the road?
I think we're good.
Yeah.
Wonderful. All right. Well, I'll leave you to it. Have fun in the basement, ladies. See you in the morning. And he leaves.
All right. Let's go in this basement.
Yeah, it seemed like you covered that rat hole pretty thoroughly, so I wonder how the barrel got tipped over.
Yes, I thought so too, but maybe one of them was still hiding in the corner or something.
Yeah.
That we missed. Well, I have dark vision, so I'll go first.
Yeah, you go first.
All right.
I know that we were talking about how it was dim and we had a torch last time, but was there like a ceiling light or anything down there, or are we just kind of?
No, there's no ceiling light. I'm gonna say
Okay.
it's an old tavern, and there are there's like lanterns and stuff that exist in some places, but
yeah.
Raz doesn't seem to have any of them here.
Just double checking.
That's fair. Yep. Nope. It's
Okay.
It's dim down there without the torch. With the torch, it is the size of the basement. The torch lights it up really well.
Okay.
It shouldn't be a problem to see with a torch down there.
Well, I'll go first, and I mean, I guess we could go. Surely we would know where he keeps a torch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't want Kaida to be blind.
No. Yeah. He had showed you where a torch was the previous day if you had needed it, and so it's in the same spot that it was before.
Okay, let's grab that and go down.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, and Alana goes down the ladder first.
Yeah.
Alana, roll me a perception check to see what all you see down here.
I spy with my little eye.
Perception. So 14.
14. Ooh. Okay, yeah. You get a pretty good look in the basement and a pretty good idea maybe of what's going on almost immediately. Sure enough, there is a barrel that you had noticed the previous day has been tipped over on its side, and there is a big puddle of mead on the floor. As the torch is coming down the ladder, and maybe the ladder's creaking as you're coming down it into the basement. There were some sounds dealing with the liquid, maybe moving around a little bit that kind of stopped as you start coming down. And as your torch illuminates the room, you see two giant rats the size of poodles each. And
like
they
a standard poodle?
Yep. And they have been drinking the puddle of mead on the floor. But when they see your torch light kind of and hear you coming down the ladder, they freeze for a moment and you are just kind of staring at each other.
Okay, do these rats seem like normal rats, just big? Or is this like a humanoid rat?
It's not a humanoid.
Situation.
Nope, it's a normal
okay.
rat but big.
Okay. Ah!
Yeah. Kind of go like waves. Like, hello.
I've never seen you're like the size of a standard poodle. Is this from the mead? She asks the rats first and then she turns to Kaida. Is this from the mead?
I hope not. Because we shouldn't be serving this to people if so.
You're right. You're right. Surely, how did they get in here?
Yeah, they definitely didn't fit through the hole.
Definitely
Do you
not.
think they climbed the ladder?
Rats do climb ladders, don't they?
Rats do climb ladders.
Appropriately sized ladders.
Yes.
She pulls out her little notebook. And writes that down.
I love this so much, yes. Absolutely.
These ones are much too big, I think, to meow at. Although they are drunk, so actually maybe it would still work.
Yeah, I'm trying to decide if Kaida brought her quarterstaff with her today, just in case they were dealing with rats. Maybe she did bring it with her. Her today.
I feel like after a first day like that, yeah, 100%.
That's fair. Absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to fight him if we don't have to.
Perhaps we can scare these ones. Or while they're drunk, can we just, pick them up?
That's where my mind was going. I've got a blanket. I've got a winter blanket. Maybe we could, scoop it up and, put it, use it like a sack, climb up the stairs and just kind of let them go free. I don't know.
I mean, that's kind of where I'm at, too. At the same time, though, out of character, I'm wondering if there's, something else going on here, like another hole or something that would interest us as
cursed rats.
Players.
Do we want to be releasing cursed rats onto the town?
That's his evil plan.
Maybe
Raz is secretly.
Maybe we could just try to slowly approach them and see if they attack or not.
I can. I don't think this is gonna work, but I can speak undercommon, so I do want to. I do want to yell at this yell at these rats to Yell at these rats in Undercommon to like leave and just see if they understand. I don't speak rat or anything. That's the closest I can get.
You don't get the impression that they have necessarily understood, but like yelling at an animal will spook it pretty good sometimes. Maybe especially a drunken rat. They are gonna kind of like they had gone back to drinking tentatively, but like when you yell, they kind of like freeze again and look at you, and one of them like bares its teeth and hisses at you, and like its tail starts going back and forth on the floor.
No.
And the other one, when it sees that, also like bares its teeth at you and starts scrabbling towards the ladder. And I would like us to roll for initiative. Oh, go ahead. Actually, let me know what Kaida wants to do first. Tell me.
Well, Kaida was just gonna like say hello in Draconic to see if that gets any like any reaction out of them if they understand Draconic, because you know, Land of the Dragons, you never know.
Right? That's fair. Totally
Could
fair.
be dragon rats.
Could be dragon rats. That's amazing.
That's why they're so big.
Let me write down dragon rats. Hang on.
Ilana also writes down dragon rat. No, she doesn't.
Kaida, they do not respond to the hello in Draconic, and the one that is scrabbling keeps on scrabbling. So it is time to roll for initiative.